All right, welcome to EVPM News. Wow, look at all this fancy stuff. Production quality through the roof. News. Let's get started. Well, what do we have here? We have a Unreal Engine 5.2 with the next-gen graphics tech demo.
Last year, we added several new features.
So, as technology is advancing and AI is also evolving into a new powerful tool, I'm excited to see the two integrated to video game design and AI or AI procedurally generate terrain and so forth. But how does this relate to electric vehicles? Well, here's a Rivian R1T in the tech demo.
Rivian uses Unreal to power their instrument cluster, including 3D visualization of their vehicles.
So the infotainment system or whatever 3D model is displayed on the screen here is Unreal Engine powered.
So we worked with them to bring the R1T to life in this experience. So we're building tools for interactive and dynamic world. But here we have chaos physics simulating rocks that tumble as we drive over them. Leaves bend out of the way. And we also added some real-time fluid simulation. We worked with the team at Rivian
Alright, it's pretty cool. It's kind of beautiful.
to set up Unreal's chaos vehicle model to simulate the suspension of the truck and how the electric motor
suspension right there.
of the truck and how the electric motors drive each individual wheel.
Yeah, well, that's technology for you. If you haven't seen this demo, feel free to take a look. My brain cannot get over that this is all rendered in real time. It's a lot of data information being projected onto a two-dimensional screen right there. Some really cool news for Skyline enthusiasts. Nissan teases an electric Skyline GTR prototype called GTR R32 EV. Not entirely sure this image right here is it, but yeah, this is what the R32 EV probably look like, right? Probably, as the name suggests, a retro R32 type of look. I guess I've seen these kinds of renditions, and I have a feeling it's gonna have kind of a retro type of vibe to it. Yeah, alright, here's the video. Let's take a look. That's all we got. That's interesting. That doesn't tell us a lot. Yeah, I can understand this will be very polarizing. The Skyline is kind of the icon of street racing and tuning, so having it be electrified can be surely rattling to some people. Personally, I'm excited. EVs are obviously the future, and I can imagine a lot of powerful stuff you can do with this. You can probably do some kind of rear-wheel drive suspension drivetrain to get that rear-wheel drive feel, or you can do four-wheel drive for that speed and power and control. There's a lot of options you can play around with. It's a beautiful car that'll look just amazing either way. I'm sure everyone's just a huge fan of the GTR R series in general. So yeah, I just figured I had to show this. It's pretty crazy. So here's a graphic of EV prices and how they stack up against Tesla's cars. So this is the price range, and we see that Lucid Air has a huge range here between $87,000 to way over $200,000. The Tesla Model S and the X are also incredibly expensive, and they're up there, almost at the top of the scale. Then we have the Rivian, and then we actually have the Tesla Model 3, the Y, and the Fisker Ocean here towards the more. We see the Fisker Ocean as a broad spectrum here of, I guess, different equipment models. So yeah, I just thought I'd show this graph. I saw a post which was interesting. It's a take on why kind of the EV market. So several US electric vehicle startups are experiencing a drop in demand. Rivian, Lucid, and Nikola have all flagged economic pressure. It's the Tesla price cuts and the availability of cheaper EV models from traditional automakers are sapping the demand from startups. Fisker, though, is an exception, with the company reporting a rise in orders for its SUV. Fisker has produced only 56 vehicles so far, but its affordable price point appears to be attracting potential customers. Rivian shares fell about 13%. Lucid, Nikola, and Fisker were down between 2 and 4%. So according to analysts, its competition, rate hikes, and inflation have created a situation where consumers are thinking hard about the choices they make now. There's also supply chain shortages, Rivian forecasting production well below analyst estimates. Some experts predict that demand will pick up from next year as EV makers cut prices and introduce lower priced model this year and as the supply chain improves. Alright, that's it for me. Thank you.